Hello everybody and welcome back to another Sims 4 build video. As you can tell, we've been doing lots of these recently and this isn't the end of it. Oh no, there is still more to come. But I have really been enjoying doing these lately and I hope you guys have been enjoying watching them. Yeah, I've been really trying to make everything, well, at least the outsides on all of these very different. There's only so much you could do on the inside. But by doing all of these, I really hope that the stuff pack that everyone's been voting on recently, I really like the idea of the start a home one, because that would be so cool. We really could do with a few more like cheap items. I really like the stuff that came with city living, so that's given us a bit of choice. But then it's all quite similar to the stuff we already had in the base game, which just made it look a little bit dirtier and stuff on it. But at least now, at least if they actually come up with that idea. I liked all the ideas. I liked that one. The only one I really didn't like was the wedding one, because I don't really see the point. I wouldn't use it personally, but you know, there's already enough in the game for me for wedding wise. But then the rest of them I thought were quite interesting. Like, I'd love to have washing and stuff back, because that'd be so cool. But yeah, back to the build. Yeah, so this one is a nice little cute modern two-story house. I mean, we've already done one modern one, but that was just a little one-story house. This is a two-story. It has two potential bedrooms. One is not set up to be a bedroom because I couldn't afford to have a bedroom and a sofa, so we just have a sofa and a bookcase in there instead of a bed because we couldn't afford it. We ended up spending too much money doing this house, but it looks nice and that's what I like. So yeah, I was going to put banisters in again and I totally forgot, but then I probably wouldn't be able to afford them, you know. But I did want it to be off the ground and on foundations. I think the foundations really add a little bit extra to these builds, and the ones that don't have, well, I've done a few that don't have them and they just don't quite look right. Yeah, I was just messing about. I wanted to get a porch area that matched the one that we had above, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to cut out that bit, aren't I? Yep, yes we are. We're going to have to cut out that bit downstairs so it matches what we've got upstairs. And that just means that, like, we can get that curved bit in and only have, like, the tiny little balcony around the outside. Well, porch around the outside. It's the balcony upstairs. But yeah, it probably, I don't know, the house is only very small, and yeah, you might be better off using up that upstairs room as a living room instead of having a living room downstairs. But then you can also use some of the outside space as well, make the porch bigger and have a nice little patio or something out there. There is quite a lot of choice of stuff you can do with this build. Oh dear. But yeah, I think this one is one of my favourites. Well, the outside is one of my favourites. The inside is a bit boring because I didn't have the money to spend. I was spending all the money on the actual build and all the decorations and stuff like that. And the windows, because windows, especially the modern ones, are quite expensive. And I was trying to figure out what I'd want on the outside. And I was like, oh, these metals are quite nice. And you know what, I would have kept them if we had the money to. But in the end, we just have the concrete outside and downstairs that just comes with the buildings because it looks right. Again, this has an interesting upstairs. Yeah, and you know, it's just enough room to have the double bed in the other room, and then that one can have a single bed. I can't remember if we make it a little bit bigger than it is. I think we do. I can't remember. Maybe we don't. We might leave it this small. Oh no, yeah, see, we do make it bigger. So I'm just like, we are a little bit too small to get everything in. There. So yeah, it's quite a nice sized room. It's a bit of a weird shape, but you know, it's got lots of potential. And we even have a bigger, you know, master bedroom as well, which is always good. And I actually remember to do all the adjusting on this one. In the next one that comes out, I don't remember to do the adjustments in the video, but I do it before the screenshots and before it went on the gallery. So yeah, I was like, why can't I get this to work? I was something weird about where the stairs were. It wasn't letting me put in any of the water, which was a bit annoying. In the end, I just made it look like it was meant to be there by putting in the big windows that go there. See, it won't let me do it. I was quite annoyed. I was like, oh yes, let's put these in. Nope, because they're only too wide. So I go with this, and they do change. We do cheat to let them buy the stairs, but that's okay. You know, I don't see why you couldn't have windows there anyway. They're proper like supportive glass. There should be no problem with having them there. So yeah, I just keep the concrete downstairs because apart from in the bathroom, we have the cheap kind of modernish tiles there. We have the white wooden flooring that we've been using in a lot of these builds upstairs because why not? It's vaguely modern and it doesn't cost us $8 a square like the normal modern one does. So I was going to put windows in those, but then I was like, oh dear, I probably can't afford to put the windows in there as well as have windows elsewhere. And we don't keep as many windows as we put in, you know, all of these basic bits. And I'm like, oh yeah, then the door will be going into the bathroom, won't it? Yeah, you know, it's quite nice. I like using the black for the windows, which I don't usually use, but because it was quite a dark build, I was quite, you know, happy to use the and it doesn't have windows on all of the walls because we just couldn't afford that. But because it does have, you know, those windowless walls, you could probably easily make this into a much bigger house. Thinking about it, because then you'll be able to easily like extend and not worry about windows and moving them. Not that it takes much in this game, but you know, it's just one less thing to have to worry about. Oh yeah, I'm realising, oh yeah, with the stairs in this room's not overly efficient. But yeah, we just have a basic kitchen. You know, it's all you need. And I think we just have the kitchen and the dining table downstairs because I was like, we can't actually afford to have the TV and stuff in there. So that's what you get. No TV in this house. I don't even think it ends up being a bathroom sink. Because it was too much, I spent way too much money on the windows. Literally. And we just have that bed that we use in literally all of the other builds. And we start off by having a second bedroom, but that does change. Mostly because I'm like, oh Jesus, what can I get rid of? Let's get rid of these windows. Oh yeah, and I forgot to paint a bit, which unfortunately meant we were spending a bit more money doing that. And we'll get rid of the sink. See, there's a lot of stuff that you have to get rid of. A lot of these 10k builds have been pretty easy, you know, judging how much we can spend and everything, but This one was a hard one for me. I think it's because we went a little bit too big. But changing that flooring on the balconies did save us quite a bit of money. And add a bit of colour and change that bedding slightly. I can't remember if we keep the stone slabs or not. But I do like the way they look, and they add that little bit of difference to the front of the house. You know, clearly see that it's the front. But I don't think we keep the stone. Or is that alright? Get rid of other stuff. We'll see. I can't quite remember. I only built this house yesterday, but I can't quite remember. Anyway, yeah. So we just got rid of the TV, and I've just realised we're putting the lights in yet either. See, that's what we're doing now. We're putting in the lights. And I was saying, are these ones going to work out cheaper? Vaguely, if we only use one per room. So that's what we did, and we still got a bit of money left. And I was wondering, ooh, what should I put in now? I think I put back in the rocks. Since we can afford them now, we might as well have them. And yeah, I'm just trying to work out what else we could do with this house. Like, And I'd quite like to get a dining table in. And you know what? We probably could easily got one in and had the TV and everything. But actually, probably not price wise, but space wise, you probably could. You just have to mess around with stuff, don't you? Move it all around. And we spent $100 too much. Which is always a shame when it's like a tiny amount too much. And I'm like, oh, I really want to get a sofa in. Let's get one in upstairs instead. And we get in this kids bookcase. Put in like the most adult of colour schemes. So it would kind of suit. Right, we've got a tiny bit of money to spend. What can I buy? Nothing. I can't buy the plant I want. But it's okay. You know, I think this is where we leave this one. Oh no, we changed the roof as well because I don't know. Slates don't always look right on a modern building. Oh yeah, I think we get a rug. And that goes under the dining table. There we go, a little rug. So your feet don't get cold on the concrete when you're eating. Yeah, literally we are $4 off the limit. Well, not $4, 4 simoleons. And here we are at the end of the build. Oh no, we're changing the roof. Changing the roof. We go for the blue. Yeah, it kind of matches quite nicely with the rest of the build. And here we are into the screenshots. I hope you have enjoyed watching this rambly build video. I don't know what I've been talking about. If you have, like this video, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.